a graduate student from New Zealand, join us as well. Hello, everyone. Great to see you again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This must be like a homecoming. Las Vegas feels comfortable at this point, I hope, in many good ways, many good memories. What do you recall about last March and cutting down the nets?
What a time. What a memory.
A lot of fun.
And then how do you look to duplicate is the question. It's kind of the secret formula that you've had against the Zags. Michael, with all the institutional knowledge that you've built over the years, is it nice to know that you have the right people in the right seats?
Yeah, you know, we feel great about, you know, our culture and our team and who we have back. And we also know that we have our work cut out every season, and we're grateful for the opportunities that we've had, but we know every season's a new one, and we definitely have our work cut out this year.
In terms of elevating the profile of Portland women's basketball, though, what have the last couple of springs meant to you and the program you're looking to continue to build?
Well, springs have been great because they're way easier, you know, when you come out at top to deal with the springs. But I think more than that, just our, again, I said before, but just the culture and how well our team gets along. And I've said it numerous times today. I mean, we're one of a few programs in the nation that didn't lose anybody in the portal. So we have all 11 players back this season that were eligible to come back. And I think it speaks not to the win losing, but just how much they care about one another and how great they want to be for each other.
Maisie, as you prepare for your senior season, to that point, why was this the right way to finish your college career, the way that you wanted?
I think it's a great program, a great culture. Every year we bring in great girls, new returners. It's just a really happy environment, and I've enjoyed my time here tremendously. We have made great memories on and off the court, and I just couldn't imagine finishing anywhere else.
It would have been perfectly fine if you said, I was not going to miss that trip to Croatia and Greece. No way. I've been waiting a long time for that. Tell us about your summer trip and what it means for this season ahead.
Oh, we're so grateful. I mean, we reflect on those are some of the best memories that us core group of girls will ever remember. I mean, it was just, a beautiful culture, beautiful scenery. We learned lots of history and just enjoyed time together, and it was really amazing.
Emmy, how much world traveling have you done?
Fair amount, but not Europe. So, yeah, that was definitely cool to check that off the bucket list. Yeah.
How about the competition? What did you experience basketball-wise while you were there?
It was good. I mean, all the 3 different games we played, the teams looked very different. The gyms were really hot, I think. That's probably the biggest thing. No AC, so, I think a couple of the games we were probably pushing, 90, 95 in the gym. So, yeah, really hot.
So you've always appreciated the Pacific Northwest, but
yes.
Now all the more so when you come back to get back to work. Michael, how much of it was about basketball and kind of sharpening your skills versus team camaraderie and building and preparing to go take it to the next level for Portland?
I must say, as a coach, having the 10 practices was awesome because I do think that was great. But we really just used the trip to be about experiencing Greece and Croatia. We played the games, but we didn't not treat them like we would in the regular season as far as preparation. I didn't feel like it would be right to take time away from the experience that they would have being in a place that maybe none will never ever been or ever have a chance to go back to again. So I do think the basketball was great. I think it was a great experience. I think they love playing against athletes from other countries, but having all the time that they could to explore and be on their own and do different things, I think we really tried to make it about the trip and the team, not about the basketball part.
As you prepare for season 6, your next win is a milestone. It's 100. As you come up on a mark like that, does it give you a chance to reflect on all the individuals who've contributed to this period of your coaching career?
Well, first of all, I had no idea. So
So you haven't reflected yet, but now that I give you 3 seconds to do so, what would you say?
It's just been incredible. I mean, I feel like the time at Portland and in other places has been awesome, and I'm just so thankful to get to coach players like this and athletes that care about one another, and I think they would agree. I think it's why they're back for a 5th year. So the basketball's been great, the championships have been great, but it's so much more about each other and lifting each other up and being there for each other, and it's been such a great environment to be a part of that. The wins are great, but it's so much more than that.
Emmy, as the captain and leader, you're in charge of preparing the celebration behind the scenes, right? Like having the cups of water ready for Coach when he comes back to the locker room after your first win of the season?
Yeah.
I can see you've really been plotting this.
I'll have to take some time to think about it.
A special occasion. Yeah. Maisie, your season last year, 2nd on this team in scoring, nearly 12 points per game, 3rd in rebounding, 2nd team all-conference. As you reflect back on your success last year, what do you think fueled it, made it go, and how do you take it to the next step this year?
Yeah, I would just say I have great teammates surrounding me. I'm in a great atmosphere, environment, great coaching staff, so I can really play free, and the coaches and my teammates give me all the confidence. And I have great teammates that, on any given night, it could be anyone scoring. So I don't really focus on that. I'm just, really enjoying finishing my last year strong, making memories with my teammates and some of my best friends, and really just focusing on that experience.
How about that college journey from Spangle, Washington to Eastern Washington, and now to the Pilots? When you see the senior year is finally here, do you feel like it would never get here, or do you feel like this day's been a long time coming?
A little bit. I mean, I think when you're young, you reflect and being like, oh my gosh, I have so long to go. But I'm so incredibly grateful to have, ended my journey here and just had such a tremendous time in this program under Mike and at the university. And so I can look back and be nothing but grateful.
I mean, when you made the decision to come to the States to pursue your college career, and now you reflect back on what you've done with the Pilots, what are some of the things that come to mind?
I know it's just been something that I never imagined I probably would have been able to do going on 5 years. I think obviously the championships stick out, and the success and the part of kind of the program that I felt like I was able to become, and just like all the people, I think the coaches have just become huge mentors for me, and like my family, like away from home. So I think honestly, all the people, I love Portland. Portland will forever be home, I think. Well, home away from home. But, yeah, I think the people will stick out. And obviously, the championships, and then I think the European trip will definitely be up there with a core memory.
Isn't it amazing, the doors that basketball opens and the places that it takes you? Any idea where you might go next?
Not sure. Good question. Maybe back to Europe, maybe somewhere in Australia. I think I definitely look to keep playing after this year. But yeah, TBC where exactly that might be.
What about academically? I understand you're both working on your next degree.
Yeah, we're both doing our Masters in Finance right now. So that's just, again, been another huge opportunity we've been able to have from the COVID year, which obviously was tough, but, it's had its perks as well, being able to be here for a 5th year. So, yeah, just so grateful that we were able to, pick up a degree and a master's degree in 5 years, which, yeah.
Maisie, that doesn't feel like a bit much while also trying to finish this basketball career the way you want to?
No, I mean, I have great resources at the school, and so I'm, really just enjoying my time.
I'm sure Coach appreciates the hoops IQ, right? When you have smart women with you in the locker room, the things that you can try and execute on the basketball court, you're able to push a little bit farther, I bet.
Yeah, we have just a smart team in general. I mean, they've been amazing in the classroom. I think last year was a 3-5-9 as a team, and that's not something that happens everywhere. And I don't know what I'm most excited about is just coaching them for another year and knowing that they don't want it to be over. Like I just love that that's the culture that we've had here, and these two have been such a huge part of that.
You described the transfer portal as kind of being a one-way street for your program, right? Inbound this year, Alexis Mark from LMU led the Lions in scoring last season. What does she add to your roster?
She's an awesome teammate, great worker. She's committed to wanting to be coached, great athlete, just all around. I mean, she is adds another just super versatile player to our roster and fits our team culture, and just we've been so excited about what she's already done in such a short time, because we've already got to play a few games in Greece and Croatia, and she's been exceptional so far.
That culture piece that you mentioned, especially with a championship roster that's used to doing things a certain way at the highest level that they can achieve, do you evaluate the person as much as the player when you are looking to supplement what's already with you?
That's a big part of our recruiting, and I think we really try to take time to get to know the people we're recruiting, but also when kids come on visit, they get to know the players we're recruiting too, and it's really important that our team feels like who we bring in is going to be a great fit to our culture, and I feel like we've done a really, really good job of that.
Maisie, what about the changing complexion of the WCC for your senior year? Growing up where you did, playing the basketball like you have in your career, you're no stranger to Washington State or Oregon State, I'm sure. What do they bring to the conference on the court in terms of competition?
Yeah, I think it ups the competition. We already had a strong, hard league to begin with, and so I think just adding these two schools who are just going to add another level, another dynamic, I think it's really exciting. personally, I'm happy to have another game close to home that all my support system gets to come and watch for my final year. So selfishly, that's exciting as well.
Yeah, geographically friendly.
Yes.
As fans of the sport, did you kind of watch Oregon State's run in particular last year in what was a historically great women's NCAA tournament?
Yeah, that was awesome. So.
What about the overall spirit of the game right now? It must be fun to be a part of, knowing that you're as popular individually and collectively as you've ever been, Maisie.
Yeah, I think it's fun. The way the game has just been and, continues to grow is really exciting. And I think it's more exciting for younger generations who are going to really get the benefits of this.
Emmy, compared to when you first arrived in the States, how have you seen the women's American game grow and expand?
Oh, a lot. I mean, my first year was COVID year, so my introduction to college sports and sports in America was sitting, 2 meters apart from each other and masks everywhere and no one watching our games. And I think you take a look back at last year when we played our first round at Kansas State, I think we had 18,000 filling the stadium. So being able to experience was insane, and just the, the growth of women's sports. And, I love watching women's sports as much as I probably love playing it. So it's cool to be a part of it, and just, the visibility that women's sports continue to get, and you can see that once we get it, then it really takes off.
K-State almost makes the purple look as good as you all do. Coach Meek, when you're recruiting and when you're kind of exploring the grassroots game, how about from your perspective, how has the landscape changed, and how has this uptick in the popularity of the sport kind of trickled down to the next generation of women's college basketball players?
Well, as I said earlier, I just feel like the platform for the game has changed, and that the visibility and what an awesome, wonderful game it is to watch. And I think people are, now that they're getting more of a chance to see it, they just see what an exciting game it is. The teamwork, the togetherness. There's so many just awesome things about it, and it's growing right before our eyes, which is a really, really cool thing to be a part of.
Well, I'll talk about your home court advantage. We talked about the weather and not needing the AC like you may have in Europe, but what are you looking forward to in terms of your final season as Pilots, playing in front of the crowd that's helped raise you in a sense in your college basketball world?
I think it's really exciting. I think we have a great community. We have great administration. We have a great university. So there's no complaints when we're playing in Chiles Center. I think it's a really fun environment, and yeah, looking forward to it.
Emmy, you'll have to leverage that to your advantage against a schedule of this type, I'm sure.
Yeah, no, we've got a tough schedule, and it's exciting. It's exciting to have such big games at home and being able to have, all of our people in the stands. So I think, just going to make the most of it in our last year in Chiles, and I'm really happy that we have lots of home games.
Coach Meek, in terms of keys to the season, because you have some returning pieces, are you able to kind of pinpoint what you think will dictate success for you this year, or is that a process that evolves through your non-conference November, December?
Well, we'll definitely, with how tough our non-conference is, we're going to learn a lot about our team. We're going to learn more about what we need to work on and what we need to fine-tune. But I think the collective feeling on our team is just trying to get better every day. And at the end of the day, there's so many different things to the game that we can't let down any one day. And as long as we keep inspired to get better and work hard, that we feel like we're going to be the best version of ourselves in March. And that's been our goal every season that we've been here. And when you have leaders like these two, I think that really helps, carry things. And they've had some amazing leaders before them, which has helped them, just be around pros, be around people that want to play beyond, don't want the season to be over, those type of things. And these two, like others, we just have a team right now that's all in, and it's been exciting to come to practice every day.
It's funny you talk about the finish line, but it seems like the season continues to creep back towards us, right? Now with league games on this side of the new year, and how critical it is to get off to a fast start in terms of resume building, but also team building as well against top-notch competition.
Yeah, we put together a non-league schedule that we know we're going to be challenged, several teams that are favored to win their conference, and I think we all agree that's something really, especially last year, that we just felt like we could have played better earlier in the season. And the positive thing about that is they took that adversity and never gave up on it and trusted in each other, and ended up, playing their best at the end. And that, again, that's our goal, and that's going to be our goal again this year.
Emmy, Maisie, thank you for your time. Good on you for making the most of your academic opportunity, your travel opportunity, and your time on the basketball court. Here's to many more memories with the Pilots, and even here in Las Vegas when we see you in the spring, okay?
Thank you.
And